Good morning to the day 3, and this is the last day of us in Varkala. This morning we have to check out the homestay. We are going to Cochin today, and now the plan is to pack everything. We should not miss anything. So there is a train to Cochin at around 10:30 in the morning. The time now is around 8:30. The guys went out for a ride nearby. Honestly, personally, I got connected with the place, Varkala, the homestay that we took, and the time that we spent in this homestay in these 2 days itself. And I'm not feeling like going anywhere, at least for another 2 to 3 days. I want to spend here right away, but like someone was telling me yesterday, we have to move forward. We can't stay on a single place for a long time. So we are moving. Let's take some candid interview with the same girl, Pujita, on Coffee Chats. So Pujita,
Hello.
my question is, today is the last day of us in Varkala, in this homestay.
Correct.
How are you feeling?
Good. Extremely nice. The homestay was great. We had fun. We played Uno yesterday. And we saw beaches.
But I'm feeling kind of opposite. I don't want to leave this place for another 2 to 3 days. I'm feeling like 1 year sitting here playing with friends.
Yes,
Are you
correct.
saying the same or different?
Correct. But we have to go to Kochi also. Kochi has another amazing homestay. So I am excited for
Is
that
it?
homestay. That's better than this homestay.
Is it?
That is like beachside homestay.
Oh, okay, let's see
So
that.
it's on the shore of the beach and it's a rock beach, so we'll be able to see sunset. So I'm excited for that.
Okay. Some greater homestay waiting for us. So let's go to the homestay. We packed all our bags and we got ready for the checkout that day. The thing is, we made some delay and the train is gonna start in another 15 minutes. So we have to reach the station in just 15 minutes. Fortunately, we reached in 10 to 15 minutes time, and the train was 5 minutes delay. It was a decent train journey, not so crowded. We started at around 9:30 and we reached, the Ernakulam station by 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon. I myself slept all through the journey, 4 hours in the train, just to get ready for the Cochin adventures. And the very first thing we did when we reached Kochi is we went to a bike rentals and we took 5 bikes. That bike rentals is actually nice, the service, the kind of bikes they have, and we took Activa kind of scooty kind of bikes, 5 bikes, and each of the bike costed around 500. So we took our bikes, we went to the petrol station to fill the petrol, and then we just reached the homestay that we've been waiting for since morning. And this is the homestay. This is one of the finest homestays that I ever seen so far. It's like a villa, fully furnished villa. So you're gonna get everything: kitchen, bedroom, washroom, and the TV, all the facilities, Wi-Fi. It just looks like a home. It looked like a duplex villa of a good businessman in Kochi. The kind of interiors they had, the kind of materials they used in bedroom, in the living room, kitchen. We got 3 bedrooms, so it was more than decent. I just fell in love with that villa. The kitchen is fully furnished, including fridge and everything. And the bedroom, we got 3 bedrooms and 3 master size beds, cots, and everything. Was so cozy, so posh, so furnished, and I was just fell in love with the place. A villa of this quality just next to a rock beach I'm not exaggerating, but I just love the place. To my surprise, they had a bookshelf also, in which they had English books and Malayalam books mostly, and I was just stuck to the bookshelf for many hours in the night. And the beautiest part of this villa is when you open the windows, maybe from the ground floor or from the first floor, you will see the whole ocean without any end, without any land. Just you got some rocks in between you, the villa, and the ocean, and the rest of the thing is just water, and the vast ocean. It was like a wow kind of spectacle. It was that different view that we got from the villa. Since it's already the late afternoon, we just relaxed in the villa for some time, and we went out for lunch. We came back and we just again relaxed for some time. And in the evening, none of us didn't want it to miss the sunset from the rock beach. At around 5 or 5:30 in the evening, we got down from the villa. We went on the rocks, we sat, and we started watching, staring the sunset. We had fun, we took pictures, but the sunset view from the rocks, that rock beach, that villa is one of the best memory throughout the trip. That time I realized like watching sunset from a crowded beach is different and watching the same sunset from a rock beach side villa from our own place with our own people is different. And probably this is one of the rarest times, at least for me, where I saw the sunset, like the sun going down deeper into the water till the last drop of that sunshine. We are clearly able to identify the sun, the round, big orange ball hanging in the sky, slowly going down in the water and became a semicircle and then slowly, arc and then slowly the last dot of that orange light and then boom, sunset completed. We were still watching the ocean. I was soaked in the evening. It was like last year, our same group went to another trip where I saw Maravante beach in the sunset time, and that was a memorable evening in my life. And similarly, this is also another memorable evening in my life. That was like a different kind of enjoyment we had in that evening. And after the sunset, we came back to the villa and we just relaxed for some time. And we had only one plan which we wanted to do that first day. We wanted to go on a ferry ride. I've never been to a ferry ride. I don't even know what is ferry ride. I just excited. What is ferry? What is that ride? How does it look like? How does it feel like? So we took our bikes. We got ready. We went to that ferry ride, and for the first time I saw what ferry looks like. I just loved the huge machinery, the steel structures, the huge structures, and I realized that ferry is nothing like a huge boat will be taking you or the people, vehicles, including vehicles, from one place to another place in the water, just like a water ride maybe. If you want to go to the other side of the water, maybe you want to take a long route in the road, so this ferry will just take you in the water along with your vehicle to the other side of the road. For me personally, I didn't felt anything different or anything exciting while we are traveling on a ferry. It just felt like a normal boat ride, but we got our vehicles along with us so that we can take our vehicles to the other side and we explore the other part of the road as well. And along with us there are many vehicles, many cars, bikes and everything. So since it's a bucket list for us to go to the ferry ride in Kochi, we just went there, and but it was so fascinating to see the huge machinery, the steel structures, taking people from one end to other end, and facilitating boats and cruise ships to travel in the water. It was so fascinating to see that. And when we got to the other end of the ferry, there are many people waiting for our ferry to go back and same ferry to the other side. So it is good to see and know that how ferry works. So we spent some time in there, and since Kochi is famous for marine food varieties, a few of our friends wanted to try those varieties, the fish kind of food items. A few of us who are vegetarian people, we went to another hotel for our dinner. Good place, but the food is not so good there. Veg biryani was nice, but dosa was not up to the mark. That was the last activity that we did on that day, and we came back to our villa and we rested. Like I said that I have already had my sleep in the train. I didn't felt like sleeping that day, that night. So I was just roaming through the villa. I stuck to the books. I was just reading books throughout the night, and after some time I went into the corridor and sat with the ocean all alone at around 3:30 or 4. And that's how I ended the day. I don't know if you get this or not, but the ocean at around 3:30 or 4 in the morning looked and felt different, completely different. By the physical appearance, it was just, I wasn't able to differentiate between the sky and the ocean. It was such a different feeling. There was only lights, the lights of the ships in the very distance of the ocean, which are just acting like a partition between the sky and the ocean. Apart from that, it was just all a single huge dark blue kind of stuff. This is the photo that I took at the time, which I felt so fascinated about. It just gave a kind of haunting vibe because no one is there around, but still it feels so beautiful to see the ocean at that time. Alright, that's all for